Hey there, welcome back. I'm here this week after a very busy week, and I guess that's a strong indication that we're in the throes of our mad March, as many people would attest to. So just hang in there and push on through for the next 10 or so business days. Today, I'll start share my week as a fractional sales leader, and which includes a little bit about what I've been doing throughout the week, as well as my exercise and daily routines. So during this past week in the world of fractional sales leader, some of the things that I've seen working with my clients is reporting and dashboards in CRM. The other one that's become quite prevalent this week is selling when the team behind you are at capacity, whether you know that or not, and talking about just focusing on the sales in front of you. So first, my weekend exercise, and it's gone particularly well after my recent niggles with knees and shoulders and things. I continue to manage my 25 sit-ups each day, and I resumed planking for 60 seconds. Not a long time, but it's a hard time for me at the moment. So doing that as well. Also managed some cycling too, probably about 55 Ks, and walk probably 25 Ks during the week, exercises. Anyway, back to some of the sales work I've done this week, just to share with you to give you a type for what I think good looks like. So unfortunately, working with a couple of clients at present that respect and rely on CRM. In this case, it's HubSpot CRM. The reporting and dashboards that can be created and used is quite remarkable. In one of my clients, we are measuring activity levels, calls, meetings, emails against our top performing clients, as well as the effort that we're putting in underperforming clients. This helps ensure the clients, the effort is put into the right places at the right time, and the clients that are just costing us time that we're actually aware of, and not necessarily putting that time into them, given the returns low. So something else important with reporting is which clients, as I said, perform versus the underperforming ones. And knowing those metrics of where to put your efforts is very important. Also, in the case of existing clients and managing, say, quarterly business reviews or annual business reviews, putting those dates into the CRM so you know when they're coming up, when there's a visibility. If you've missed one, for example, you need to start planning for what's ahead in the coming few weeks. And there's absolutely endless data and metrics that you can apply to CRM to understand the client mix, and to mention, or not to mention, what you can do with your leads. So we've also divided clients into priorities, whether they're a 1, a 2, or a 3, depending on one thing being the revenue, but also some other quality scores, which I've touched on before. The second area that I wanted to share today was selling when the consulting team are at capacity. The people behind you that actually make the solution work that you've proposed. Hopefully you've proposed it in conjunction with the consulting team or with your pre-sales team, so you're not selling vaporware and something that hasn't been sold before. So, I want to put the question to you: how often have you won a deal and then been so happy about it in the office and you're celebrating and popping the champagne cork, and then you look around and the team behind you are just sitting there with their hands or head in their hands, thinking, oh gosh, got this to deal with, got enough other things going on. And kind of takes the sparkle out of the champagne when you see that kind of thing going on behind you. But anyway, it's not your responsibility. Your job is to sell. So I've seen it myself, and you just can't be distracted by things you cannot control. You must keep focused on selling and setting realistic expectations with your clients. Often clients don't need to be live, or they might have signed, but they actually need time to process and get things underway and prepared on their side. So sometimes, just finding out from the clients what your expectations are when they won't be ready can actually take a lot of pressure off your own business. So they may want to take plenty of time to get this right. They haven't done this ERP implementation before, or they haven't done this CRM system before, or whatever have you. So whatever is happening after the sale and out of your control must be left to others in the business to manage. Your role is always selling. So anyway, I'll be back next week with some more stories from my week in this life of a fractional sales leader. And just to cap off my exercise for the week, so I've done about 55 Ks of biking, 25 Ks of walking, sit-ups for 809 days in a row now, push-ups left those alone probably over a month ago, but I've replaced them with the plankton, which I'm now back into, and I've done 5 days in a row. So all in all, yeah, a good week. So thank you.